Hey guys, Shadowheat here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we are going to be going back to Fallout 3 and seeing what happens if you return to Vault 101 after being exiled. So, around the middle of the game, when you leave Vault 101, you eventually get a quest called Trouble on the Home Front, where you're supposed to go back to Vault 101 and help out with their troubles there. Well, depending on your solution to their issues in Vault 101, you may end up getting exiled from the vault, as in they'll kick you out and you'll never be allowed to come back in. There are different endings to that, of course, but it depends on your choices. However, we are going to be doing the ending where you are not allowed to go back into Vault 101 and you've been exiled and are never opening up the vault ever again. So, what happens if we return to Vault 101 anyways after being kicked out and exiled forever? Well, it's actually kind of interesting. So, as you might know, I don't know how many people have actually gotten that ending before, but once you leave Vault 101, you really can't come back, because once you exit out here, and then if you were to, even if you like right away turn around and go back in, or you wait a while and then you go back in, it doesn't matter, because once you go to the door, you can't open anymore. It says you don't know the entrance password anymore, and there's really no way around that. But if we use the console commands on the PC version, we can just no-clip right through the door, and we're back in the vault again. So, let's see what happened to the vault after we left. What's still around, what's going on. So, let's start making our way through. So, here's the entrance, at least one of the entrances, and let's go inside the main part of the vault. So, everything is still here, it still loads in and everything. It's not like the vault's permanently deloaded or deleted from the game. There are still some characters walking around, and I can talk to them, but as you see with Officer Taylor here, it was mostly just a hi and then goodbye conversation, and that's it. There's no other, dialogue option. So let's go to where the rest of the survivors were. Let's see, they're still there at the medical bay, and they still are. They never left this place, including Amada. I can talk to Amada, but I don't have any dialogue options with her. It's just blank, and it kicks me right out. And a lot of characters, it's just blank, no dialogue options. Some will have dialogue, she asked me, what do I need, but then all I can say is goodbye. And the same with Freddy here. They're all just, hi and goodbye. But, yeah, this is basically what happens when you come back to the vault, is that nothing changes per se. All the characters are still here, but they just don't have any dialogue options for the most part, unless you count saying hello and goodbye as dialogue options. But yeah, for the most part, it's effectively, all the characters are still here, but they no longer have any dialogue options or interactions with you at all. So at this point, they have no more scripted actions. That being said, if you kill people in a vault at this point, they will turn against you, and they will still attack you, and they will turn against you together and attack you together as well. So at this point, if you kill them all, you still get negative karma and stuff, but it doesn't really have any effect on the game anymore, because the quest is over, and you've been exiled, and you can't come back anyways. Nor do these characters ever leave the vault either, so you're not going to counter them in a wasteland either. So there's no consequences to this at this point. But yeah, that's what happens when you leave the vault. When you get exiled, is that everyone's still around, but they just stand there forever. And if you do get back in, you can't get back out, because you don't know the password either still. So you can't open the door from either side. But of course, you can always just no-clip to the door with mods, which is how we got back in, using the PC version's console commands. But yeah, so there you guys have it. That is what happens when you return to Vault 101 after being exiled forever. And that is, people are still there, but they no longer interact with you much. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it to be interesting. If you did, then as always, make sure to leave a like, leave thoughts in the comments, let me know what you want me to check out next, and I'll definitely do my best to get around to get to it when I get the chance. But aside from that, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!